Hi guys, good morning and happy Friday. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm not gonna lie, I feel so self-conscious because I don't have any eyelashes on. And I've been wearing these clothes for like 4 days. I need to take a shower like hell bad. Ew. Damn it. Oh, wait. Oh, what is that, dude? You see that? Yesterday I cut myself hella bad. I wanted to catch up with you guys. I haven't sat down for like fucking forever, it feels like. How many do those need water? ADD. So, a lot's gone on, as you can imagine, with me and my life. Number one, I have a 2019 Dodge van, and there's 55,000 miles on this van. Several weeks ago, I want to say like 4 weeks ago, not quite 4, like 3.5 weeks ago, the check engine went off, the light, and within 3 days the light started flashing and like rapidly, and the car like started shaking. Like, it was really scary. We were on the bridge, and of course I had my kid with me, and so it was just like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? So ended up taking it to the auto parts store. They said that it was P0765. It's a shift solenoid code, and I called lots of local mechanics, and I found a local mechanic who said that he could do it. And he said, like, oh, all I have to do is I'll do a tune-up because of where the transmission is located to get the solenoid off, and then it'll be good as new, you know. And I was like, okay. He was like, I'm going to replace the coil pack, and I'm going to replace the solenoid, and you know, it'll be good as new. And I was like, okay, cool. So then, one sec, sorry, that was a kitty, not my daughter. So then I ended up taking it to that shop, which was a $350 for the tune-up. I never had a tune-up, and I don't know, you guys, I really fucking very much regret even going to this person, because it was just literally like a scam. So that day he had the car all day, said he fixed the car. The very next day the light came back on, and when I took it to him, and I'm conflicted with, did he burn me as far as like, well, no, I know he did, but I'm conflicted with, is it all his fault, or is it just because where the part is located? No, because he looked me dead in my eye and said he was replacing the shift solenoid. Like, I'm not fucking making that up. I wouldn't have known to say all the words that I said about coil packs and solenoids and shit, transmission and all that. Like, I'm not dumb, but I didn't know, you know what I mean, where it was located either. And so that day that the check engine light came right back on, the very next day I took it right back, and the guy was like, oh, that's weird. And I'm like, yeah, it is weird. The mechanic who actually fixed the car looks at the car, and he looks at the code, the code that had just came back on, and he says, oh, it's the shift solenoid, we don't deal with that. And I'm like, wait, what? Because mind you, the other guy said they do deal with that, right? And so, and don't mind, I have like a horrible mustache, you guys. I hate it. And all the closer I look, it's like the worse it is. I can't get rid of it. I wish I could. If you know how, fucking please tell me, because I hate it so bad. And I'm not gonna be fucking putting concealer and shit on. Like, fuck all that shit. People have like vitiligo and all kinds of different things, and they love themselves, so hopefully I can learn how to too. Anyway, so the mechanic that fixed the car was like, oh no, we don't do that. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean you don't do that? This other guy said that's what you're doing. And he goes, oh no, you gotta talk to him. And it was just kind of like he said, she said kind of thing, where it was like, wow, you know what I mean? So then the other guy comes out and he goes, oh no, I did, like, hella nervous and sketchy, like. And this dude I've known for a really long time. He used to do shit with my sister, but he had said he's like recovered and he's such a good person and this and that. I know really, really a lot of shit about this person that told me not to go there, but I still went there because I was like, you know what, maybe he's a different person now. Like, what a fucking moron am I? And it's funny because a lot of other people are like, oh, he's such a good person. He helped me. Yeah, he may have helped you, honey, but he fucking fucked over a whole lot of other people. If you look at the comments and the reviews, which I did not do, and I always do that, but I didn't do that this time. Anyway, the bottom line is he told me he was going to fix something. He lied. He pocketed my money. He didn't fix it. And then he told me, oh, I never said I was going to fix it. I like, really, dude? I was the stupid one because I didn't get it in writing. You know, like, now I know, get everything in writing, da-da-da-da. Well, whatever. Plus, when you're in the moment and you're, like, really stressed about getting your car fixed, you're not, like, always thinking about every single thing, you know what I mean? And I was really stressed because I had all these appointments and, you know, I have 3 kids and it's, like, all these things. So you guys, I ended up getting the car and calling a different place, and I ended up calling the manufacturer, calling all these places. We got the car from Ford, like bought the car from Ford, but it's already been 2.5 years, so there's no, and obviously I didn't buy this car. I could never afford anything like this. Are you kidding me? So my daughter's dad had to go through all these different things. I feel so fucking bad because, like, the whole entire reason, well, you know, like, I got this van was because I was always, like, my other car kept breaking down, like all my other cars, and not during my life, but during this period of my life, you know what I mean? And so it was like, hey, you know, you've already dealt with so much shit already in your life, like, I don't want you to have to deal with more. And I was like, thank you, because literally, like, I can't, I know. So regardless, like, I'm very fucking grateful to him, because without him, I would have never had this fucking car. But he has to work. He can't call Ford all day long. So I was trying to figure this out. Ford said, oh, you have to take it to Dodge. We don't deal with anything anymore. You know, like, that's, you got it from us, but we don't make it, right? Call Dodge. I go through all these different warranty procedures, and remember, 55,000 miles, right? So there's a powertrain warranty on the car up to 60,000 miles. And so I get a hold of Dodge. I find a place to take it into, and I end up taking it in. And here's where I went wrong, because off top, it's Dodge. Like, it's Dodge. Dodge is like, it's like a fucking Walmart. Like, huge, dude. Bigger than Walmart. Like a Costco. Full of cars, like, all being lifted, all, you know what I mean? Like, it's Dodge. Like, I just thought these mechanics are really, like, they're professionals. And that's where I went wrong. But, so, Dodge, that was, I believe it was a Tuesday. I may be off on my days a little, but take it to Dodge, and, you know, I tell them it's P0765, which I looked up on the warranty, and it is covered under the powertrain warranty. As far as I know, right? As far as I know, but I'm not for sure. Dodge says the same thing. He says, well, listen, we're going to look it up. We're going to check it out. We're going to take it apart, because where the shift solenoid is, you got to take apart the entire fucking motor. Hold on one second. Sorry. Anyways, you guys, my house is, like, so dirty. I really need to clean it. And my dirty is not your dirty, so I'm sure it's just, like, a little messy. It's nothing, like, major, but I need to clean it, and I don't feel like it. If you hear Peppa Pig in the background, Mia is literally like, oh my goodness. So anyway, let's just hope I can keep my train of thought, because I'm not normally able to. So, Dodge said, we're going to take it apart, we're going to look at it, and we're going to see, I'm already forgetting what I was talking about. We're going to see, hold on. So we're going to take it apart. We're going to see if the problem is inside or if the problem is outside. If the problem is inside, we can fix it free. If the problem is outside, you know, that's something you had caused. And so then they had the car. Initially, he said they were just going to keep the car for that day. Then that day turned into 2 days. And here's the other thing that was weird was Tom from Dodge says, Jamie, this is completely free because this is under warranty, okay? And it should have been completely free. Like, it should have been, because not only am I inconvenienced because I shouldn't have to be doing this with this new of a car. Like, we're not talking about a fucking $3,000 bucket. Like, this was a $27,000 fucking car. So it's kind of annoying. Like, I didn't pay that and he didn't pay that, but it's still fucking, that's not what the worst is, you know. Even right now, that car is still worth $21,000. Like, right now as we speak, in the condition that it's in, like, everything's fucking still brand new. Like, it's still a really nice van. Not now that the fucking people fucked with it, but anyway, losing my thought. So either way, he said it should have been free, right? No diagnostic fee, none of that shit. And this is Dodge, so we're not talking fucking Walmart prices. No, they want $3 something fucking to fix it. I think it was like $378 to do the diagnostics. And he said initially everything's free, right? That's what he said. It's free, no fee, nothing, because it's our manufacturer problem. Okay, so tell me why. This is what he fucking told me, right? Like, no, don't worry. You will not have to pay. Don't worry, like, literally, repeatedly. Don't worry, you won't have to pay. Went from that to, oh, unfortunately, I have to pay my guys no matter what. Tom, you fucking said it was free, dude. What happened to free? So, anyway, nightmare, right? It just because, you know, now we're looking at $700 and the car is still broken, okay? So anyways, Tom ends up saying that he fixes the car, right? He doesn't with the people. And so I think 2 or 3 days later, I end up getting the car back. And during that time, I had to use Mia's dad's car, which it won't start. They were like, fuck, dude. It was like, oh my gosh. I am so short. Like, the pedal, I literally need pedal extenders. Like, I'm fucking so short. My little legs are so weak. Like, I just can't. Like, stretching my little foot to push the gas is so painful. Anyway, and then I go in his car and the seat's fucking broken. I can't even get the seat forward, and then the fucking mirror falls off. He's like, you broke my mirror? Your fucking mirror fell off, dude. Like the freaking, you know, what's that called? The rear view mirror or whatever. Not like there, but like there. And like, I get in the car and he's like, what the fuck? You fucking broke my mirror. I'm like, bro, your fucking mirror fell off, dude. This fucking car's like 1950 and shit. You know, fucking as old as you. Anyway, but literally, I'm like, imagine like using somebody's car and you try to move the mirrors, it falls off. You're like, whoa, shit, my bad. Try to put it back, not fucking going back. I'm like, oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. I got some fucking super glue and I can super glue it. But anyways, it was like a trip. Okay, it was a trip. I have 3 kids. We have all these appointments. It's summertime. The worst time to like not have a car. It's you know, very hot here, Cali. And so anyway, okay, guys, I get the van back. Literally that night that I got the van back, as soon as I got in the van, I instantly knew that the van was broken. I do have severe anxiety. So sometimes I make, you know, things much bigger than they are. And so sometimes I'm like, you know, oh my gosh, you're probably just like, you know, you're worried about nothing. And so that's what I told myself. I was like, Jamie, you know, it's probably just in your head. Like, relax. Kitty. Sorry. But no, you guys, literally the very next morning, the fucking check engine light came on. And so I was shaking. I'm like, oh my god. And, excuse me, sorry. I have this fucking acid reflux, or the fuck that's called. I take it right back to Dodge. Nico has a mood fucking disorder. Like, I'm fucking positive of that. And dude, the car's shaking and she's freaking out. He's like, oh my god, I want to go. I'm freaking out. And I'm like, dude, please. And it's hot. And I'm like, Nico, please, buddy. Mommy's trying, okay, buddy? And he's like, I want to go home. Screaming, dude. And I'm like, oh my god. Literally, like, at this point in my day, I was like, God, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose it. But instead, I was like, Nico, please, buddy, we're trying. Mommy's trying. Wouldn't get out the car. It was just this huge ass thing. And he's literally like, you made the car break. You made it break. And I'm like, dude, wow. Like, he's having a really bad day. Really bad day. And so it was just like a nightmare. I take it to Dodge. Tom's like, oh, that's weird. The light's back on. That's so strange. I have no idea how that can happen. And I'm like, me either, Tom. Me either. But not only is the fucking light back on, but the fucking car's overheating. So, like, it's like psh, shot right to the H. And I was like, oh my God, like, I don't want to blow any gaskets and shit. So, and Nico will literally have a fit in front of anybody. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not embarrassed. He don't give a fuck. Ain't no shame in his throwing fits game, okay? And so I'm like, dude, please, like, we're literally in this fucking public place. Please just relax, okay? Like, come on, buddy. We're dropping the car off. Like, let's go. No, dude. He just didn't give a fuck and starts throwing a fit right in front of everybody. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed right now. So I tell him, like, we're going to leave, And I tell Tom, like, what's going on? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm sure it's no big deal. So this is the second time that I had taken the car to Dodge, right? Okay. Now, had to take it back. Like, they said they fixed it. And what's funny is every time I go pick this car up, they're like, oh, everything's cleaned, it's fixed, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, I knew it wasn't. The car sounded weird. It wasn't like its normal self. This car was a good car. It was a smooth car. There was never any fucking issues. But here we are. And now I feel like I hate it. So anyway, you guys, I end up telling Tom, like, I'm obviously really upset because I have no other car. And now at this point, like, I was thankful that I got to use my daughter's dad's car, but he, that was a big old deal because his seat gets broke. He has to sit all the way with the seat all the way back. I had to sit all the way with the seat forward. The fucking car's hella old. Then the seat wouldn't go back and he's freaking out. He's like, oh my God, my fucking seat. What am I gonna do? And I'm like, dude, just relax. Like, it's okay. He doesn't have any, what's that called? Like, when there's a fucking problem, he does not have any, like, the ability to fix the problem calmly. Instead, it's like, oh my God, what the fuck? Freaking out right away. And it's like, dude, pressing the button over and over, that's not going to make it go back, but it's not. Gotta go slow and calm. If you're going to fuck, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? And I was just like, oh my God, dude, I get such anxiety. And mind you, I'm dealing with all these fucking health problems with these fucking horrible ass headaches. Like, I feel like I'm dying inside. No. Take the motherfucking car, drop the car off, have to have him drive me home. I'm pissed, he's pissed, get home, and at that point, it was just like, what the fuck do I do? Tom from Dodge says, oh, you can get a rental car and it will be covered. So that's what the fuck I do. Guess what? It wasn't fucking covered. It wasn't covered. They denied the fucking request. So now, I don't know what the fuck to do. But anyway, so end up having this rental car for almost 2 fucking weeks, you guys, which was $1,200 around. Then after the rental car and after all that, Tom calls me on Nevaeh's actual birthday on July 12th, and he says, good news, your car is ready. You can pick it up today. So I was like, okay, cool. Mind you, every day I had been calling asking, is there an update? Is there an update? Is there an update? Like, can I pick up the car? Like, I need to get the car. So I finally I had to go pick up Kayla, who's hella pregnant, to have her drive the van back, and I'll drive the Mustang because I had both cars at that point. As soon as I got in the van, it was like a fucking motorcycle. Like, the exhaust was so loud. It was like, like, loud. So I was like, dude, you gotta be fucking shitting me right now. Like, I cannot even believe that this is happening. This is the 3rd time that I've got this fucking car. 3rd, maybe 4th. Like, I lost fucking track. I have the paperwork, though. I'm shaking. I'm pissed. It's hot, and the car sounds like shit. The car is driving like shit, dude. Like, you guys, I wish I could have taken a video of how the car was driving. Like, it was driving so fucking badly, dude. Like, it's still getting stuck in gears, overheating. It's fucking leaking fluids out of 2 different places, fucking shutting off. You can't make this shit up. So, and poor Kayla's like hella pregnant, and I'm over here thinking that the van's reliable. I got her and the baby in the car with my kids, and it was just a really shitty situation. End up taking the car right back to Dodge the next morning, because it was at night when I got the car. I got it around 5. So I ended up taking the car, dropping it back off at Dodge. But I sat there with Mia. They say, oh no, it's going to be 30 minutes. We'll have it done. What took you 2 weeks is all of a sudden going to be done in 30 minutes. Like, okay, it's kind of fucking sketch. They keep rushing to fix the car, which that's probably why they're not fixing it. You know, like, mind you, I'm over here like, take your time. I'm not like rushing at the fuck all, because I don't want them to mess the car up. But, you know, whatever they did, they had to take apart the entire engine. If you look up like how to replace a shift solenoid, like, it's a whole bunch of fucking work. It's not an easy job. You know, maybe for a mechanic it might be, but I mean, it's a lot. Like, they take apart everything and they don't know how to put it back together. So they're fucking putting it back together wrong. Shit's leaking, you know. And Tom's like, oh yeah, they're, you know, they had a loose valve. And why the fuck did they have a loose valve, Tom? What the fuck? Like, why would they let me drive away with a loose valve? With the exhaust loose, the exhaust had a fucking debris and shit. The water heater's overheating and shit. Like, all these different issues that were never the issue. So I have no idea what to do at this point. So now I'm talking to a lawyer, because now I got the car back for the 4th time yesterday. Yesterday was the 4th time that I fucking picked it up. And I could be wrong. It could be 3rd time, but I'm pretty positive it's the 4th. Because I had it for 2 days, dropped it back off, picked it up. Had it for 2 days, dropped it back off, picked it up. Then they had it for like fucking 9 days, picked it back up. Okay, so then, yeah. Okay, so 4th time's a charm. Pick up the fucking van. No, I sat there at Dodge for like hours. Okay, so from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10:30. At 10:30, I'm like, Tom, I really gotta go. Like, I have therapy at 11, and I'm like freaking out. I can't miss my therapy again. Not only that, but I had the neurology appointment like out of town, and I need to get to that. That's so fucking important. And I'm freaking out, and Tom's like, oh, don't worry, you know, a rental car is not available, and kept asking. He's like, no. Finally, you guys, a rental became available. If you on my Facebook, you'll see it was a 2023 Jeep Cherokee. It was a really nice fucking car, but dude, that shit was way too technical. And a $60,000 car, and like a car that I could never afford. And then they made me leave my fucking credit card, which I was like, the motherfuckers max the fuck out from the other shit. So I don't know if there's anything on there, but go for it, you know. Anyways, you guys, it's just been a complete nightmare. And Tom calls me as soon as I got to my neurologist appointment, which, like I said, I'm hours away. And, you know, he says, oh, the van's done. And I'm like, wow, okay, thanks. So, you know, and as I was driving to SAC, the motherfucking car starts fucking, I accidentally pressed the fucking paddle shifters, which Google it, because I never knew what the fuck a paddle shifter was. But for some reason, the Jeep lets you press the paddle shifters while on the freeway, and it switched fucking gears. So that was so fucking scary. I had to pull over on the side of the freeway. And if you've never been in Sacramento, the freeway, dude, is literally nuts. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I was like at the worst part of like going to 3 different freeways. It was so bad. End up, guys, fixing it, and like it felt fixed. I hope it was. I don't fucking know, dude, but it's like they didn't fucking tell me like, hey, you can switch different fucking gears in the middle of the freeway. It's like, what the fuck? I pressed the plus button. I thought that was the volume up. Like, I had no fucking idea. But anyway, I'm going to make a second video about the neurology, because that's a whole nother fucking subject. Got the van back, and it does not feel right. It doesn't feel right, you guys. It is still so loud. It's still struggling to switch gears. What's a shame is that it never ever drove like this before. Like, it used to drive so smooth. Like, it was such a good car. So I'm really, really hoping that a lawyer can help, because the thing that Dodge said is we can't go anywhere else to fix it. We can only go through them, but they're not doing the right thing. Like, I took it in for one problem. It came out with all these fucking oil leaks and fucking exhaust problems and overheating. Like, dude, I don't even comprehend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I mean, that's like going to the fucking doctor because you have a headache and coming out with fucking 15 different symptoms, you know? Like, what the fuck? And, you know, meanwhile, they don't give a fuck. They're not the one driving this car with 3 kids in it. Like, I gotta drive Nico to camp on Monday, and that's fucking a 2-hour drive. And I can't do that and, not be worrying about it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see if anybody can help us take him, because I don't want a chance driving and then, you know what I mean, being stuck or something. So if you guys please can pray for me, I appreciate it. Meanwhile, I have somebody from the church who's going to help me do replacement brakes, because the brakes, they leaked fluid all over the brakes, and the brakes are so fucking bad, dude. Like, I guess transmission fluid and shit got all over the brakes. All I know, dude, is that the brakes literally don't even work. Like, you literally gotta fucking smash. Like, it's nuts, dude. So imagine it not shifting gears and the brakes are bad. Like, it's so fucked. And honestly, I cannot even believe that they kept giving it back in bad shape over and over again and saying, oh yeah, everything's fixed. Like, and I can't believe, like, they drove it and thought that that was fixed. I'm like, I know you didn't drive it previously, so you don't know what it drove like, but it didn't drive like this. Like, what would make you think that a van should sound like a motorcycle? Like, this is not a fucking, like... Anyways, you guys, please pray, because I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to record the neurology video. Have a good day.